do is keep this experience in the boxing family. And I think we've been doing a pretty good job of making sure that everyone that's involved in this has some way, somehow, has touched boxing, or boxing has touched them.
I watch the sound of the shore. I'll give you the world if it was mine. Blow you right through my door. Feels fine. It feels like you're mine. It feels right, so fine. I'm yours, you're mine, like paradise.
And there's so many people, when I look out and see the support that's been given to us, just makes me happy to know that we're about a good work. We're going to make some mistakes. We're going to stumble a few times, but we're going to persevere, because that's what boxing is all about. Our job is always to come forth and do a great job and present Atlantic City in the right light, and we're going to continue to do that. So I say welcome to the Atlantic City 2nd Annual Induction Ceremony.
He's known as the Atlantic City Express, Bruce Seldon.
This has been a phenomenal weekend. It almost reminds me of that feel around the 80s and late 90s when boxing was at its highest in Atlantic City. And what the Boxing Hall of Fame has done this weekend was actually reignite many of you who put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into a fabulous sport. A sport that has actually made Atlantic City a mecca of boxing.
Let me share my life with you. I want to share my life. I want to share my life.
Many of you inductees have given something to boxing that made it a very special time for me as a young person, and also for future generations of boxers. To be able to actually be assembled with all the greatness within this room gives me great honor to say I'm happy to be the mayor of Atlantic City. I'm happy to see the direction that boxing is going in, and we are in a transition where boxing will be the mecca of Atlantic City again, with the help of all of you.
Let's hear it for Jolton, Chandler.
Everything's alright.
1982 to 1985, Atlantic City averaged 130 plus fight cards a year. That was down to 6 in 2006. Obviously, they talk about coming back. Last year when I did my first story in the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, Ray McCline told me, he said, we don't want this to be a celebration of what was, just of what was. We want it to be a celebration of what can still be. And we just had 3 fight cards in 2 days.
The opportunity, Governor Tom King gave me the opportunity to be the boxing commissioner in 1985. So I'm in my 33rd year here now. I actually grew up here in boxing in Atlantic City. And I was there during his glory days, and I feel it coming back again. We ready to roll again. Great events that took place here in Atlantic City, the national networks, the fights with the great Michael Spinks and Mike Tyson and Ray Mercer and all of these guys, Vinny Paz, Bobby Czyz and Hector Camacho, all of the great names of boxing took place here, fought here in the state of New Jersey in Atlantic City. So we are still the boxing capital of the world. Yes. And we're coming back now to reclaim our title.
225. Where? Go up there. That's 25 right there. Plus tax. You guys don't know, man. It's the way more heavy than I am. I know it's good. Plus tax. 225 here. I ain't breakfast this morning, so I went up to about 240. Now it's 2. Now it's 90 days close. You're about 2.
As I look around the room, and since we've been here since Friday, and hung out with a lot of you legends that I grew up idolizing on television. For the first 15 years of my life, Grandpa was just a good smelling man with all the change in his pocket who would just, rub you on your head and come sit you on lap, and, we go out to places and you see the red carpet roll out in front of him and the seas would part and go, what's up with that? You're thinking those things, and then somewhere along the line, when you become a student of the game versus just a fan, and then you step back and go, hey, wait a minute. Oh, I get it now. There was a connection point. So I'm humbled that the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, as well as all you great champions, you have accepted us in a grandfather position into the fraternity that is very honorable.
Atlantic City was fundamental for the legacy of the WBC, and my father loved to visit as many memorable and historic WBC championship bouts that took place in Atlantic City. Many of his dear friends were from the state of New Jersey, including Tom Kaczmarek, one of the greatest judges in history, and Commissioner Larry Hazard Jr., who has been a great asset to the sport and shared the care for boxers just as my father did. On behalf of my mother, my brothers and the grandchildren, I wish to express our gratitude and thanks from the bottom of our hearts. The Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame, I thank them for keeping the memory alive of our dear leader, mentor, and hero.
In my fourth grade class, there was 32 people, and there was 32 kids in the class. And there was only 4 white boys in the whole class, and none of them could fight but me. So I had to fight to get to school, I had to fight to get home from school, I had to fight during school.
Year 2001, father and son fought on the same card, and they both won. He fought Buster Douglas and knocked him out in the 3rd round to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. He won that title 4 times, more than anyone else in boxing history. He also won against 7 linear heavyweight champions. That is more than any other fighter in boxing history. And he also beat a guy by the name of Mike Tyson, finally, for the heavyweight championship of the world, knocking him out once. And of course, he won the 2nd fight, but he lost part of his ear. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's hear it for the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
What time is it? What time is it? Yeah, buddy. At this time, to give thanks to the Atlantic City Box Hall of Fame, Ray McCline, Angela right behind us. We're getting boxing back to Atlantic City, the Mecca. I used to love our fathers to fight in Atlantic City. I just come over for the cheesesteaks, to walk the boardwalk. It was such an excitement back in the days coming here.
First of all, I'm honored to receive this award, and the big thing about me is the fact is that they say success starts at home and failure starts at home. Mr. Morgan, my boxing coach, just happened to be white, you know. And at that time, that my first time seeing a white man. So, you know, I'm like, so I said, Mama, this man, the voice of a white man named Mr. Morgan, he said I could be like Muhammad Ali.
I give you merciless Ray Mercer.
They gonna hit you. That's all she thought about. I get hit all the time. I get 3 whippings a day. The fact is that, you know, I'm used to getting hit. Now, anything that my mama tell me, I believe it. And I'm the only person that I can trust. All my brothers and sisters, they always tricking me. I got tricked so many times by so many things.
And I'd like to say I love everybody in Atlantic City, and I also want to recognize all the veterans in the house, because if it wasn't for the veterans, I did 10 years in the military. If it wasn't for the veterans, we wouldn't be here tonight, baby. You can believe that. And everybody that's overseas fight for us right now. We thank them, they're dying for us to be here tonight.
I'm sitting here today to tell you that to be your very best is one step at a time. And 3 things that you'll find out that if you do, listen, follow direction, and don't quit, because they important now. Now, it's not like it's easy, but if you don't quit, you're going to be successful. I got one, Taz, man. I got one on you, bro. You
Okay, let's hear it.
I got one, Taz, man.
Yes, yes.
Do you remember these?
I will fuck you up.
If you don't get a habit, you ain't got to break the bad habit. You know, this is the whole thing. All my whole life, my mom said, if you don't get a bad habit, you ain't missing that you never had. Now, she tell me, stay away from them girls. Now, I'm telling you, they always make you feel that you can do something. Don't do it. I'm here, and I'm all that I am, because God gave me a good mom, and every good thing comes from the Lord. Thank you very much.
Would you please stand up? 2018 induction class, stand up. Everybody else in the room, stand up. Let's make this a celebration. Are you ready?
Will all the honorees this year please come on the stage? All the honorees, please. One last photo, bro.
Yes. 2018 induction. induction class. Are you ready? Boxing fans, say yeah! Boxing fans, say yeah! Come on, you do better than that. Boxing fans, say yeah! Yeah! That's right. Oh, y'all must be starting to feel it now. Fast! Ladies and gentlemen, special contributors, President Donald J. Trump, Mark G. Etess, Mariam Muhammad, Jose Sulaiman, Jersey Joe Walcott, Joseph Pasquale, Gene Williams, in the media world, my big brother, Ray Bailey, Bernard Fernandez, David Weinberg, Operations, Bob Arum, Ed Derian, Dan Duva, Diane Cristiano, trainers and cutmen, Carmen Graziano, Ralf Citro, George Benton, fighters, Bruce Seldon, Chandler, Bobby Czyz, Hector Camacho Sr, Richie Kates, Ray Mercer, Vinny Paz, Evander Holyfield, and all of you, we thank you. The 2018 Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. Ray McCline, we thank you. Commissioner Larry Hazard, and everyone in this room. Boxing fans! Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out and supporting the 2018 induction ceremony here at the Clarence Radisson Hotel. Be ready for the 2019 ceremony. Keep your eyes and ears open for the greatness, and let's give everyone a round of applause.